GameStop has officially partnered with Illuvium. Why is this important? Check out this tweet right here. I'm going to read it out really quickly for you guys. Excited for our friends at Illuvium. Coming soon to the GameStop NFT marketplace. Check out the trailer here. That's just the Illuvium trailer. I'm sure many of you guys have already seen that. This is the GameStop NFT marketplace. Not done yet, but an article has told me that it should be coming out in July. Now, what does this mean for Illuvium? What does this mean for GameStop? So for those of you who don't know, GameStop is a very large retailer of video games. They also do secondhand games, at least in Australia, our version EB Games, which I think is a subsidiary, but they're not that connected. Does a lot of pop culture things and stuff like that. I would assume GameStop does similar things like pop vinyls, toys, merchandise for different games, things like that. Okay. So in terms of the video game industry, they're actually quite big in terms of market share. E-commerce has dominated that space a lot. At least in America it has. Australia's e-commerce is actually a lot weaker. So our EB Games has actually been having higher earnings year after year. Not by much, but at least they're not plummeting into the ground like many seem to think it is in America. So we don't know what GameStop NFT is going to do for the company, but what we're going to talk about is what GameStop NFT is going to do for Illuvium. It is really, really interesting. I've said in Twitter threads already, but I think Illuvium merchandise factoring into RevDiz is a really big deal, and it's very simple. Now, I'm not saying Illuvium is Pokemon. I will never say that. Not be something I say, I'm sorry. But it is important to note something. Pokemon is the largest media franchise in the world, has been for quite some time. Pokemon produces lots of video games every year. Pokemon Go was a notable one, but if you take that out, their video game revenue is next to nothing. All of their profit comes not necessarily from the anime and stuff, that does okay, but it's more about the brand that promotes. All of their revenue comes from things like plushies, merch, toys, all that sort of stuff is where all their revenue comes from, okay? Like most of it. I should probably have done the research. You guys get the point. They get a lot from plushies. What does this mean for Illuvium? If Illuvium has a partner like GameStop, now in this case, it's Gamestop NFT. I'll delve more into that. If they have a partner like GameStop in the long term and GameStop allows them to produce merchandise for GameStop stores, EB Games stores, things like that, that could be a really, really big deal for RevDiz. If you can create those systems that funnel that back to ILV staking token holders, it'll be the first time a cryptocurrency has done something like that. This is one of the first retailers to actually enter crypto in a big way. So this partnership is really important. I think it's largely due to the fact that GameStop marketplace is going to be kind of like Token Trove and even the Illuvidex in a sense that it uses the IMX marketplace, but has its own UI and all that sort of stuff and its own royalties and setups and things like that. So I don't know how different it's going to be, how much exclusive content is going to be on the GameStop marketplace. That I'm not too sure about. So that is the thing we need to consider. If this Illuvium partnership pertains specifically to the GameStop NFT marketplace rather than GameStop themselves, I would assume it goes further and GameStop has grants and things that will allow them to really build this stuff out. So that's really exciting to see. And I hope this Illuvium partnership goes a long way. As I said, I think merch is really important and this is a really easy way to get it into brick and mortar e-commerce and things like that through stores like GameStop who are already notorious for video games. That's the point here. Illuvium needs to go mainstream. That is really, really important. That is the only way it's going to get to the high hopes that I have it to and many of the team have its standards set to. It needs to go mainstream. And what do video games have? They have merch, they have mainstream audiences, and a lot of that stuff that comes from marketing with people like GameStop who are promoting your game, who are trying to sell your game inside their stores. It has to be in the public around people and things like that. Things like Steam and Epic Game Store and stuff have made that easier for a lot of indie games and stuff like that. So even the ability to go on a place like that, even though it would be a free game, I don't know how that would quite work, but just these sorts of avenues that it's clear they're already exploring are important for the future of Illuvium's success and the ability for it to get that audience that it requires. It needs a gaming audience and the current crypto space is not where it's going to acquire that. Okay, I hope you guys found this useful. I hope it was some really useful information, some little tidbits. It's really interesting. The GameStop NFT marketplace already has its own crypto wallet. You can actually import your MetaMask into it. If you guys want a tutorial on that, leave a comment down below. There's some really crazy stuff here, but a GameStop wallet has already been built. The marketplace is hopefully coming soon. We're going to see how this unfolds, and I'm excited for what it means with the partnership. Have a good day, guys.